The next question is for Dr. Ortiz, on the book again. Please tell us about the development of SMCC's Midcoast campus. Do you have lessons learned from this project that you apply to the rest of the coast? And you've got a bunch of other things going on in Midcoast. Let's talk about that as well.
We learned a lot. It's been very exciting. Also, very anxiety-provoking. Trying to do things, the anxiety is over there. But I think it kind of demonstrates how higher education, institutions of higher education, have to perform in the future. We just can't sit, wait to see what's going to happen. And the reason that we thought about the Maine coast is that we were facing a severe problem. When we became a community college in 2003, our enrollments started to go up, and we maxed out our campus performance. And at the same time, when we were building a new residence hall, we were having problems with our neighbors, because they didn't want more students. So we were thinking, what do we do? And distance learning was an option. Going out to the high school, was in Cumberland, Crockett Hut. But all of a sudden, in the newspaper, came out that the Brunswick Naval Station was closing. And we looked at it and we said, well, that's where we go next. It was a risk. And it was, we recognized that it would be a burden on us, but we had no choice. And we started taking the challenge on and looking at all whatever could go wrong, and we would view that as a challenge, luckily. And we had to convince some people. First of all, we had to convince the authorities that were getting the base that there should be a college there. And they're thinking the original response we got was you don't pay taxes, so we don't want to give you any building. But then they did a study, and they found out that every base that closed that was successful in coming back, institution higher education within the base. Take a look at peace. On it. So then they said, well, you're going to be the magnet, and we want you here. And provided us with 4 buildings. Really nice as a campus. The next was the legislature. And the legislature actually was quite supportive because at that time the economy was good. It was about 5 years ago. And they promised a lot.
They're good at that.
That's the time saving for a recession. That has been a challenge. We did come before to set up the composite program to kind of create a cluster, and that was a challenge. And we had staff here that lived through that challenge. And the end result turned out to be good. I remember one incident, this is even a statement here, that we went in front of the then board that controlled the campus to tell them about what we wanted to do and what we needed. And the chair of the board that was very quiet. But he asked the final question. The final question is, what problems do you foresee for in a college at the base? And it caught us by surprise. There were 3 of us, the vice president and the dean of business and industry. And we kind of looked at each other. And then we realized that we didn't see problems. All we saw were challenges. I think we were stupid enough to challenge. And that when there was a barrier, we would work it through. And one thing with collaboration, and because we would not be here unless there were partnership and collaboration, is that it's very personal. You collaborate by making friends. And once you break down the barriers and you have that conversation, and there's something comes up that prevent any movement, just pick up the phone and call your new friend. And the commitment to move forward no matter what is critical where we are now. And it's been exciting, it's been very tiring, but I think